Hi and welcome. I am Willow Grace, and thank you for joining me as we take a look ahead at your astrology forecast for the month of July. Now, before we begin, if you are interested in working with me, you can visit my webpage to schedule a tarot or astrology consultation. You can also learn and participate by signing up for one of my classes and webinars. If you'd like to receive your monthly astrology update by email, this can be found at willowgracemystic.com or click in the link below. Thank you for following and commenting. And if you want to receive your updates as soon as they're released, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. So let's dive in. Aries. So for the month of July, we are enjoying a beautiful period of planning, launching, and moving forward. From July 19th to August 21st, all the personal planets are moving direct, and we're going to benefit from a break from this eclipse season. It doesn't mean that things won't happen. This is just the universe giving us an opportunity to integrate what has shifted and changed in our lives for us to a chance to breathe easier. This is a time and an opportunity to gain more clarity, to be more ambitious. This is the perfect time period for everyone to move forward with launching new activities or events. This can literally be moving or starting a new adventure, a new relationship, something new in your life. It's a time to invest in your dreams and your aspirations, travel free from uncertainty, and manifest and create. So take advantage of this opportunity to manifest and grow your life and experiences, because it's going to last. This will be the last time we have a free period until spring of 2023. Now, for an overall picture of July, we currently have 3 outer planets that are stationed retrograde. This means that the planet's energy is somewhat blocked externally. Now, when a planet is in retrograde, the energy's focus is more on internal things, having to integrate or rebuild. We have traditional Saturn requiring us to focus on rebuilding structures in our life. And we're going to be looking to review rules and foundations to see if they're serving their purpose, or if they're in need of restructuring. We have this intense planet of Pluto encouraging us to work with the collective as a whole to transform the structures for the next generation, a build it so it will last attitude. And we have a dreamy Neptune also stationed retrograde. Now, stationed retrograde, this is an opportunity that it will strip away the illusions that have clouded our vision. It's an opportunity to be more in tune with dreams and psychic abilities in order to gain clarity on what needs restructuring or transformed in our personal lives and more globally. So we also have the sun. The sun is in the watery sign of Cancer. Cancer is intuitive and psychic and home focused. Cancer is ruled by the moon, and the moon represents our emotions and it controls the tides. So shining and reflecting, this energy will provide us with the capacity to flow and meet the emotional needs of others and to be more in tune to our desire to nurture. The themes are going to include networking and gathering with friends and family. Everyone's going to be happy with these connections that are made at this time. And Aries, this is going on literally in your house of home with your mother, your father, your roots, your family, your foundation. And so this is you nurturing and gathering and making these connections here. Next, on July 1st, we are going to experience a challenging aspect between Mars and Aries squaring off with Pluto and Capricorn retrograde. So Mars represents the god of war, and it is facing head on. This may be seen as others asserting their will upon us, or vice versa, us asserting our will upon people. So many people on this day will feel as if this transit is a form of tension that maybe our voice is not heard. It is not a good time to antagonize others. Try to avoid strife and discord at the very least. Mars wants his way, and it may be at our expense. So tune into your intuition and avoid confrontation, because this is all about yourself. Remember, Aries is your ruling sign. Next, around July 2nd and again on July 12th, we're going to have this energy of air in a trine. This means thoughts, ideas, and written communication. It's going to have this especially positive period that's going to help us when we launch things, when we begin things, or we start things. First, we're going to have Mercury, then Venus activated by Gemini. This is going to fuel long-term projects because the planet Saturn is involved. Saturn wants to plant seeds of ideas that will stand the test of time to grow for our future. Mercury in Gemini is writing thoughts, ideas, and communicating them clearly. Venus represents our relationship with others. And together, this means that we're going to have a lot of energy to share ideas clearly for what we want to create for the future in working with others. And so for you, this is in your third house of communicating with siblings, neighbors, relatives, and short distance travel. This is a perfect opportunity for writing, journaling, and connecting all of these dots together to create things that are going to manifest over a longer period of time. Then on July 13th, we're going to have a super full moon in the sign of Cancer. Now, full moons bring endings, closures, and they reveal things that are hidden. This full moon is going to appear larger and brighter than a typical full moon because it is a super full moon. It is just closer to the earth. So we are going to feel its grounding energy. This time will be related to determination and ambition, the will to succeed. Capricorn energy works very slow and steady. Think one step at a time, climbing to the top of a mountain for success. Capricorn, being a feminine sign, will give us strength, will strengthen our resolve to work concisely. Some people may feel hurt that they're unappreciated at this time, and doubts may creep into our minds and our lives. Repressed things or feelings may be revealed because it'll be a full moon. Themes will center around work, father figure, maternal figures, professional aspirations, career achievement, and legacy. And for you, this full moon is going to be at the top of your chart. This is all about your work or your legacy. All right. Next, on July 16th, we're going to have Sun and Mercury transit. Now, since Mercury is moving now direct, our thoughts and our ideas are now in a forward moving direction. The focus is going to be on effectively conveying our thoughts and ideas. This is going to be a really good time for making plans, buying, selling, negotiating. We can expect an increase in our personal interaction at home because it's a perfect opportunity to address any issues in our relationships, because this is happening in your house of home, your fourth house. Next, on July 17th. On July 17th, Venus, the planet of love, it's going to enter this very sensitive sign of Cancer. And at this time, we're going to be wanting stability and security in our home, in our work, in our relationships. We're going to be more in tune to others, and we're going to be seeking commitments for a safe future with them, a committed friendship, a committed relationship, a safe, secure home. Or this could be, no, this is everything to do with your house, your home, your children. Then on July 19th, Mercury, the planet of communication, it's going to enter the fiery sign of Leo, and Chiron is here. No, Chiron is not here. I'm sorry. Chiron, the wounded healer, is going to be stationing retrograde. So this is like two things happening at the same time. Mercury in Leo is very passionate about our sense of communication, and Chiron has us turning healing opportunities inward. We may find ourselves taking our feelings from our experiences and using passionate words to help and heal others. Then on July 20th, the sun is going to oppose the transformational planet of Pluto. The sun is still in the sign of Cancer, which is intuitive and watery, and it's a cardinal sign. So this indicates a crisis in a life or in an event that could affect our energy, either personally or globally. Many people may experience intense feelings and self-doubt. Some may want to end the work that's already started or in progress, even if they're not satisfied with that result. and they may want to end important things or decisions. And there could be a cold or stubborn feeling about things because Pluto is involved. The focus is going to be on transforming your own thoughts into something positive because the opposition is between your home and your career. Next, on July 22nd, the sun is going to flow from the watery sign of Cancer and into his home sign of Leo. Now the summer is really going to begin to heat up with fire and passion. The sun in astrology, it symbolizes the core essence of who you are, your individuality, your sense of self. The sun in Leo will turn our focus to love, passion, self-expression. Our thoughts are going to have greater interest in joy and a carefree life. We're going to feel more confident, have more energy. We're going to be ripe for adventure and motivated to look for fun experiences, opportunities where your talent can be highlighted. This is a time for you to allow your inner child to come out and to create memories. Allow time to discover the unknown and to take risks. You're going to be rewarded with these positive experiences because this is a beautiful time to discover what you enjoy, to focus on things that you love, and to gain self-confidence in what was lost, to build your inner happiness. And for you, this is in your 5th house of fun, pleasure, children, creation. Then on July 28th, we have 2 big events. We have this passionate new moon in Leo and Jupiter stationing retrograde. Now, to begin with, new moons, they always bring these brand new opportunities for a fresh start, a clean slate, new beginnings. This is truly a time to commit to positive intentions that are made from your heart. This is a time to seize the inspiration for your goals and your plans, to be ready to launch these new creative projects. Be open to themes of generosity, abundance, optimism. These are all Leo and fire themes. This is a powerful new beginning that could pave the way for something better. You have cleared yourself of spiritual baggage, and you now have a fresh canvas to paint a new reality. So plant your seeds and let the magic happen. Then Jupiter. Jupiter is known as the Great Benefic. It brings fortune and blessings to everything it touches in the zodiac. So this expansive planet is now joining the outer planets and stationing retrograde for the next 4 months. Therefore, the energy of expansion is going to turn inward. All planets, it will join the other 4 planets that are retrograde. So all planned renovation, be it your feelings, your home, things that you are working on, should be planned for a different date. Major repairs or changes in your house, they're going to be better made when Jupiter is stationed direct. Jupiter, remember, wants to expand, and when in retrograde, it's about you going within and making the expansion from within. This is a really great period to reconnect and realign with your inner compass with a greater expansive consciousness, your source that's within. Jupiter is focused mostly on developing our life goals, our directions, because it sees the bigger picture. Jupiter retrograde makes it easier to see what we do not have, to analyze the present, so we can be realistic with our focus on the best future coming up. Next, on July 31st, the intellectual planet of Mercury, it's going to oppose the great teacher Saturn. That means Mercury is, it's in the fiercely proud and protective sign of Leo, and Saturn is in the visionary sign of Aquarius. So you have one with fire and passion and one saying, I see the bigger picture, and I'm all air. So as they square off, this will be a time of shaking our stability and our foundation. This transit could bring sadness or bad news. It can create challenging situations that we can overcome, but we need to focus on the positive. And then that's finding that positive ourselves, not looking to others. So take time to think carefully before you're speaking and not make hasty decisions that could put you in an uncomfortable situation. Critical thinking can find shortcomings in others and draw attention to their mistakes. This transit is a great opportunity to work with your emotions, to overcome being strongly opinionated and defensive, and to gain intellectual ability to accomplish any goals that you set for yourself with creativity, children, and creating new things, and the sign of Aquarius with your social networks and your groups, because these two houses are where it's going to be affected. All right. Thank you for listening and watching this video. If you would like to receive updates as soon as they are released, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel below. Please make sure that you can share with friends who you think would benefit from this information. To sign up for my newsletter, you can visit willowgracemystic.com or click the link below. I would love to hear your thoughts on how this energy is manifesting in your life in the comments below. I heart you.